Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Diving Deep with Danny. I used to be, it started with one, that's me, but for some reason my spirit nudged me to just talk about deeper things. Normally I do, tarot, horoscope, all that good stuff, but there's so many readers out there, and I know I watch a whole bunch of readers, and there just came a point that it's like you just hear all these different messages. And I know when we are going through, when life starts lifing, a lot of people turn to, readers to get answers and guidance. And I know that out there's a lot of confusing type of guidance, or like clickbait, fear mongering, all that good stuff. So a little bit about what I'm about to do right now. I journal a lot. I do document my dreams. And yesterday, I had kind of a difficult day. And as I was driving home from work, I was having a conversation with, my God, my higher power. And I was, asking, and I'm like, direct my steps. Am I on the right path? All that, the conversations that a lot of us have with our higher power. Came home, did what I had to do, and fell asleep, and I had a prophetic dream, as people call them. Don't mind my appearance. I'm just here chilling on my balcony with my plants and this piece. Anyway, so I'm going to share my dream, and I do believe that this message is going to reach the people that it's meant to reach, to give you answers and clarity to certain situations or whatever is currently going on in your life. So, my dream, I had a dream last night that it was just a very, very confusing dream. Long story short, I was out and about. I parked my pickup truck at a certain spot, did what I had to do. But the weird thing is in the dream, I saw my ex, okay, an ex-boyfriend that I had been with for a long time ago. And my ex was sitting in a corner eating by himself, which, seeing that already in the dream, I already knew. I was confused, so I guess you could say it was a form, I was lucid dreaming. Long story short, I go to get my pickup truck, and when I got to my pickup truck, it wasn't there. And I give you my word, in the dream, I knew exactly where I had parked this truck. So I'm looking for my pickup truck, and I go to my sister's house, and when I get to my sister's house, I'm like, "Hey, I'm looking for my pickup truck. I know I parked it exactly where I had put it, but it's gone." And she was like, "Oh, so and so moved it." Her ex-husband. Very confusing. She was like, "He moved it and brought it to my house." And like, in the dream, I'm sitting there and I'm like, "What the heck?" But another thing about the dream was the house was like empty, as if they were moving. Hi everybody, welcome in, welcome. So the house was empty, as if they were moving. And all I saw was, in the living room there was like two couches, but they were moving. So me, the deep diver, I woke up this morning. I had my moment with my higher power, and I dissected the dream. And I do believe that what I'm about to share with you guys is going to answer questions, for not just for myself, but for you guys also. So hang out, chill, grab some coffee, grab some water, whatever it is that you do, and pay attention. So the ex, oh, mind you, a little thing. Hi, how's everybody doing? So let me rewind. My ex in the dream was a CDL truck driver. Okay, this is going to be very, very, thank you. This is going to be very, very significant. Okay, so the ex becoming a CDL, just so you guys notice that I did like this, I broke this down to like the T. The X becoming a CDL driver symbolizes your subconscious, okay, processing a shift and control, responsibility, taking control of a heavy, long, okay, so CDL drivers or truck drivers, can you shout out? So, hey, Sophia, shout out to @cutie_pie. Okay, so truck drivers, they're always in like isolation. They're on the road, this long journey, isolated. You're so welcome, my love. I hope you hit that subscribe. Anyway, taking control of a heavy, long-term journey. This could highlight a need for stability and forward momentum. Symbolism: CDL represents passing tests, handling heavy workloads, or taking a massive responsibility. Now, seeing my ex's new role can represent traits he possessed or lacked, like dependability, endurance, or the ability to navigate through tough situations. Now, you know how to place this energy. This could literally be the current situation of you and an ex. If you guys hear that funny sound in the background, my puppy's playing with her toy, so she's making this cute sound. So this can literally mean your situation as far as navigating your breakup or current situation, or this can also symbolize things that you are currently experiencing in your personal life, okay? You can be questioning your decisions on how much more you can handle. I could be speaking to a group of people. Like, we all go through this, okay? We're living life. Life starts lifing. We start questioning our decisions and whatnots. I know I've done that, okay? But for the people that will receive this message and resonate with what I'm saying, I'm speaking to a group of people that you have chosen you've chosen a huge change, okay? And you've been on this journey, and it's been long. Like, for me personally, it's been 7 years. On June 21st, I just celebrated 7 years clean. So it's been a long journey, and it required a lot of me. So now, some questions for you to maybe think about. I wrote down: have you experienced a loss lately? Have you been feeling anxious, relieved, nostalgic? Are you currently facing a big decision or transition in your own life right now? Now, the symbolism of my ex eating alone in a corner. The symbolism shifts from outward movement to inward. Isolation, emotionally processing, and the lonely reality of heavy lifting. How this journey, there just comes a point in time where something just gets so heavy for us to bear and to hold. And I know the things that I would do when I would feel like something has gotten too heavy for me to hold and by myself. I would just say, you know what, God, this is really getting too heavy for me. I need your help. I'm going to take this burden. I'm throwing it up to you. Now, heavy lifting. You could be feeling so burdened by whatever's going on in your personal life. You could feel so burdened by this breakup. Whatever it is, you know how to place the energy. Now, the corner. Feeling trapped, hidden away, or intentionally isolating oneself from others. So now, you could be currently in this hermit mode. So you could be feeling trapped in a certain situation. You're choosing to isolate or just hide away from the world for you to navigate and process whatever loss you've been experiencing, or this burden, your life decisions. Now, the CDL connection. Truck driving is notoriously solitary, long hours alone on the road. Your subconscious is highlighting a deep sense of emotional distance between the two of you, or recognizing that he is currently on a lonely, isolated path. Now, this could be you or him. Place the energy. I'm just here uh, sharing my dream, and I do believe that it's going to resonate with a lot of you. Now, the nourishment alone. So me seeing my ex sitting in a corner, sitting in a corner, eating by himself. Now, it speaks of nourishment. When we're eating, we're nourishing our body. So eating symbolizes how we nourish ourselves, process experiences, or take in energy. Because he was doing this alone suggests that he is digesting the aftermath of your relationship or his own life choices completely cut off from you. Again, if you are currently in a breakup or whatever it is, and I feel like this you're going to understand and this is resonating with you. Now, lack of communication. He is not looking for interaction or connection with you. He is focusing on his own survival and emotional maintenance. This can be what is going on with your ex, husband, whatever it is, boyfriend, you place girlfriend, you place the energy. Now, the perspective on his status. Burden he carries. Hold on. The CDL, heavy responsibilities. Where we at? While the corner represents withdrawal. Hey, say hi, Luna. Come here, Luna Beans. Okay, she doesn't want to say hi. Now, subconsciously viewing him as someone who is burdened by life or the breakup, dealing with his heavy cargo in a quiet, reclusive way. The finality and separation, complete break and shared energy. He is in his own world, completely separate from yours. Now, questions to this part. How do you feel? How are you processing and how are you feeling with this separation, with the breakup, with this loss? I feel like this separation, the breakup, this is something that you chose. Okay. I feel like this was a breakup or something that was long overdue, but it has taken you years or a long time to, you see, we see the red flags, we turn the blind eye, we see the red flags, we start talking back and forth to ourselves like, you know what, people change, I love this person and all that good stuff. It's normal, it's natural. But it just got to the point where you were just like, how much is enough? And you finally chose yourself, and you finally put your foot down and you walked away from this relationship. So how are you feeling? How are you processing? How do you feel with this breakup? Did the breakup happen recently or has it been a long time? Are you currently feeling lonely? Now, if, again, you made this decision, and I don't feel that you want to go backwards, but you're processing this, okay? Especially when we're with someone for a long time, you share your life with someone, all of it. You have memories, so you're nostalgic. Are you lonely? And if you are lonely at the moment, just remember, I'm here to remind you that this feeling of loneliness will pass, okay? This too shall pass. Now, where are we at? Now, are you feeling lonely or burdened by a heavy responsibility by yourself? Now, I the truck that I was driving was a pickup truck. So so the fact that I was driving a pickup truck, I knew exactly where I had parked it, and then when I get to the parking spot, it's just missing. I was really confused because I was standing there in the dream and I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like, I know exactly where I put my truck. So my truck being parked, then gone. The truck represents your own personal power. Okay, so the truck is personal power. And the heavy burden you're successfully navigating. Now, loss of control. Missing the truck, parking my truck in a specific spot shows intention and stability. Finding it gone suggests that you feel something stable and secure in your life, in your waking life, has been unexpectedly disrupted or taken away from you. Feeling confused or displaced. You knew exactly where you placed your power. ladies and gentlemen. But someone else moved it without your consent. Often mirrors waking life situations where you feel your boundaries have been crossed. I mean, this is such a common thing. Such a common thing. Now, in the dream, I did specifically say that when I went to my sister's house and I'm like, I'm looking for my truck. I know exactly where I parked it, but it's not there. And she was like, hey, Danny. She was like, oh, no, no. Eric picked it up for you and brought it to the house. Now, he's my ex-brother-in-law, because my sister and him are no longer together. Either way, it doesn't matter. The brother-in-law, relatives from past relationships often symbolize lingering obligations, old family dynamics, or the baggage that came from the ex. Wow, why does this resonate? Taking your power by moving the truck to his house, your subconscious may be processing how your past relationships or his family still has an active, intrusive pull on your life, your independence or emotional state. So now the relationship or the person that you're with, this long-term relationship, husband, whatever it is, wife, um, uh, when we're in a relationship, especially a solid one, like this could have been your husband, whatever it is, we build connections. It becomes family. We all know this, okay? Um, and we also know that when we choose ourselves or we finally decide to release ourselves from this relationship, not only are you mourning this connection or mourning the relationship, but you start mourning and missing the the remainder of the family members, okay? And we also feel that we are obligated, we start having responsibilities to our extended families. So uh, relatives from past relationships often symbolize lingering obligation, old family dynamics, or the baggage that came from your ex. Taking your power by moving the truck to his house, your subconscious may be processing how your past relationship or his family still has an active, intrusive pull on your life, your independence, or your emotional state. Misplaced responsibility. The house, the house symbol represents self or private life. The truck being at his house means a piece of your personal identity and momentum is currently sitting in the domain of your past. Release the past, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to reclaim your energy, your power, your truck back. Park it back in your own territory. Call your power back. Whatever these random out of nowhere feelings, whether it be you out of nowhere feeling lonely or out of nowhere feeling down or angry or you want to purge, okay? This is just temporary. This is God, spirit, source, whatever you believe in, nudging you and telling you it's time for you to call your power back. Take your truck and park your truck back in your own domain, your own territory. Questions. What is your current relationship with your ex family members? Okay, or that family? Yeah. Are you dealing with boundary issues or feeling micromanaged by anyone right now? Um, what? Okay, so it was a pickup. Now, the empty, the empty moving house brings a powerful sense of closure, transition, and a clean slate. Um, uh, Whatever it is that you're experiencing, God Spirit Source is here telling you that finally there has been closure. And now again, I'm going to heavy emphasis on, I know this message, this video is going to reach whoever it is meant to reach. And I do believe that you are currently experiencing this and you just need a reminder, whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's a breakup or wanting a direct confirmation from God Spirit Source, like, okay, I have been on this journey for X amount of years. Like, am I done? Like, what more is it? Is there anything else that is required of me? Like, please give me a direct confirmation because I am tired. Okay, when I'm saying I am tired, us as a collective, Like, we're just tired, man. Like, when are we getting finally our break? Okay, when are we gonna finally get the break that we've worked so hard towards for so many years? Okay, changing our lives, making the proper decisions, cleaning up our side of the street, holding ourselves accountable, choosing love, releasing fear, letting go of toxic behaviors, lifestyles, whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm right there with you. Now, closure. If you have been asking yourself, is this over? Like, how much more? Guess what? That's it. The closure is here. Okay, the transition, a clean slate. Pickup truck represents your personal daily drive, autonomy, and practical independence, making the displacement very personal. The moving house, clean slate, ladies and gentlemen, end of an era, finally. Empty house in a dream represents a void, transition, or the end of a specific chapter. Finally. Seeing the ex-brother-in-law, moving means the old family dynamics and lingering ties and baggage associated with your ex are finally clearing out of your life. The past is leaving, ladies and gentlemen. Even though your truck, personal power, was taken to his territory, that territory is being dismantled. The past no longer has a permanent foundation to hold you back. Finally, reclaiming your pickup truck, reclaiming your power. Now, a heavy CDL commercial truck, we discussed this before. A pickup truck is personal everyday use. Speaks of your goals, your daily independence, and your ability to carry your own weight. So if this marriage or this connection or this relationship, if this person, okay, was the person that was holding you down, the money maker, paying things, whatever it is, if you know, you know. All right. But finally, you've chose yourself, you've been holding yourself down. Still deep down in the back of your mind, questioning yourself, like, am I really able to do this on my own? Yes, you can. Abso-freaking-lutely. So speaks of your goals, your daily independence, and your ability to carry your own weight. Retrieving your power. Finding your truck at an empty house suggests that as the remnants of this past relationship finally clear out, you're being forced to retrieve your independence. The past is packing up, and it's time for you to drive your own life forward, taking control of your life. You are the creator of your own reality, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the summary of my dreams journey. The X shows you recognizing his isolation and the lonely path that he is on. If this is resonating with you, definitely suggest send some prayers out to this individual. Why? Because you went through this lonely path. I went through this lonely path for 7 years. 7 years that I chose, that I consciously made the decision to change my life and choose this lonely, difficult path. And by the grace of God, I am here sharing with you, ladies and gentlemen. So send some light and love to these individuals, whoever it is. Send some light and love. Pray for them because they definitely need it. The theft highlights the feeling that your personal peace or independence was crossed or temporarily hijacked by past family ties. Empty house, trust and believe. Emphasis, trust and believe. This disruption is temporary. The past is losing its structure, vacating your mental space and leaving room for you to take your truck, personal power, and drive away into a fresh start. So, finally, ladies and gentlemen, you are on the right path. You made the right decisions. I promise you this will pay off. You choosing this difficult journey that 9 out of 10 people don't do it. They won't choose it. And for the people that do choose this difficult, the path that no one wants to take, for the people that do choose this difficult path, finding something outside of yourself, right? Having faith, or releasing fear and having faith in the unknown. Just something inside of you was nudging you, and you've done this on your own, and I appreciate you, and I give you so much credit for that. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, this will not go unnoticed. It will not go unseen. We are about to receive literally every single thing that we need, want, and desire, and so much more. So if you've been on this path and it's gotten really difficult, please don't throw the towel in before the miracle happens, ladies and gentlemen. You are not alone. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, comment, like, share, whatever it is that you feel like doing. That's a confirmation from Luna. And I love you guys. One love.